Hello everyone, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use animation rigging in Unity. Normally when we want to animate a character, we have the model, the material, and the animation controlling our bone. And basically we're going to have an animator playing certain animation to move our character. The problem is that animation are fixed, so they are not always fit in all parts of your game. There's a high chance the animation will look a bit off. Example, we want a certain character to look at a specific game object. To do that, we want the head of our character to change at a certain rotation to look at that object. We can't do that because the character head is already being controlled by animation. So we are going to use animation rigging to solve this problem. Basically what we're going to do that we're going to create another rig on top of the original and override parts that we want from the animation. For starting, we're going to go to Windows, Package Manager, and you need to install the animation rigging package. In my case, it's already been installed. So when you finish installing, you can see that there's animation rigging window here. We're going to click on our rig, which is going to be a model that we're going to create a rig for. This is the model in my case. We're going to go to animation, set bone render. This will create a script to set the bones for us. We can change the color if we want and other settings. And this will allow us to click each bone by mouse. Now I'm gonna click on our model again, animation rigging, rig setup. And here we create a rig builder with a game object with rig1 name. This is what we're going to use to make our animation rigging. So I'm going to make our character look at a specific place even though the animation is playing. So for example, if we play now, we can see that the head is being controlled by animation. We have an idle animation. So now I'm going to go to our rig. I'm going to create an empty game object. I'm going to call it head. I'm going to create another game object. I'm going to call it target. So we go to our head. We need to add component, animation rigging, and multi-aim constraint. We're going to use this to make our head look at a specific target. So the constraint object, which is the bone that we need to control, in this case our head. So I'm going to select the head here. And the source object is going to be our target. So it's our target here. As you can see, our target is currently empty. We can't see it. To solve that, we need an effector, which we click on our target, go to this option here, plus we need to add an effector, which I'm going to use a box effector, and I'm going to increase its size. Now as all set up, we need our aim axis to be Y, and we test this out. As you can see, our head is started to look at our target. So if we move the target here and there, you might encounter a problem same as this, that the head has weird behavior when it's around. Of course, a human neck isn't made to do that. A very simple yet basic solution to go to the setting and change the minimum and the max limit of our head. We're going to make minus 100 and 100 as our max. I'm gonna test that again. I'm gonna change our location. As you can see, when it's go far, our head is no longer following it, but you might see some weird behaviors. Now you can change the settings as you want. For example, I don't want the x-axis to be on constraint. As you can see, the x-axis has been changed completely now. But the best solution for this is when the target is very far away from the character, it is basically to go to make a script that control it and doesn't make it always follow the target. which you can control by the weight here, or you can control the rig width here. The width of our rig is how much our character is going to be attracted to the target. For example, if we play now, we can see that our head is following the target whenever it goes. Now if I go to the head, for example, and decrease the weight to 0.5, we can see that our head isn't always following the game object as it was and used to be. And if we go and put it to 0, it will not follow it at all, meaning it's not override the animation of our head. You can do that to a specific parts or the whole rig and all. And as you can see, animation rigging is very simple and easy to use. If we go to our add component animation rigging, you can see that there is many constraints we can use and blend to our animation. Now this is very complicated and it's going to take a very long video to explain, since animation rigging has many good features. So this video is showing you the basics of how to set up your animation rig, and I'm going to leave a link in the description that have a very full documents on how to use each constraint on its own and how to take advantage of the extra features that animation rigging provides. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video and I would like to see you next time.